What's up, you guys? It's your girl Carly. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. If you are new here, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. I post videos every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I would love to see you in the next one. Today is the first video of 2020. I am so freaking excited to bring you this video because it's so crazy. I started this YouTube channel in January of 2019 and we've come a full year and so many amazing things have happened. So I just wanted to say a quick thank you so much for everybody who supported me from literally day one last year to now. In today's video, we are going to go over New Year's resolutions, what I've kind of am doing, why I don't think you should have more than like 4 resolutions, and lots of other things. So let's get into the video. The first thing I wanted to talk about was New Year's resolutions and why I think that you really should only have a couple instead of having a giant running list of things that you want to change in your life. What I like to do is have goals in certain sectors. So whether that be health, finances, business, or anything else, I like to have them in very specific sectors rather than having 8 different health goals and 1 different business goal. I find that not only does this help you to not feel overwhelmed with all of the goals that you set for yourself, it's way easier to break down your big goals into small goals so you can actually achieve what you want through the whole year versus thinking, okay, this month I have to do this, and this month I have to do this, and blah, 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 and then you just end up not doing your goals. Like I said earlier, I like to break everything down into certain sections. My New Year's resolutions this year are to be more consistent on all of my social media platforms. That for me, I would say is a business goal. Another goal that I have is to save $15,000 to move to the US, so that is a finance goal for me. I also want to start moving my body 30 minutes a day, every single day, so that is a health goal for me. And then finally, what I want to do is read at least 5 books a month, be more mindful with manifestation and meditation, and also pray more in my life. So that is a mind or a spirituality type of goal for me. I feel like by breaking down the goals into just 4, it's so much easier than literally having, I want to walk and I want to drink a green juice and I want to do cardio 4 times a week and blah, 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 blah. And I know that like moving my body daily for 30 minutes is pretty general, but I like it that way because instead of putting these really confined constraints on myself of saying, okay, well, I want to drink a green juice and I want to walk and I want to weight train and I want to blah, blah, blah. It's way easier for me to just wake up that day and commit to myself and be like, I want to move 30 minutes today. Those 30 minutes could be anything. Those 30 minutes could be 30 minutes of yoga. Those 30 minutes could be 30 minutes of the treadmill, 30 minutes of weightlifting. It doesn't matter, but it does contribute to my overall health goal of just being healthier and more fit by moving my body 30 minutes every day. While I'm a big believer in not having too big goals and also not having a million small goals, I am gonna kind of contradict myself really quick because what I like to do is have my big 4, so my big main goals, and then break them down into achievable steps. For example, when it comes to saving $15,000 to move. That is a pretty big, hefty number. That is something that I really will have to plan to save for, and I can't do that by just sitting here every day and thinking, okay, I just want to save $15,000 to move. Instead, what I have to do is kind of plan it into baby steps. So in 10 months, I'll have to save $1,500 per month. So because I currently don't make enough money to just casually put my whole paycheck away, I have to figure out how I'm going to make that extra money per month. Because I do have YouTube and a podcast and all that stuff, and I have a corporate job, I plan it out in a way where I can literally make that money up to hit the goal. But what I'm saying here is you have to break down your big goals into little goals to not only stay on track, but also to not get discouraged when you're completing your big goal. Saving $15,000, for example, is a big deal. I can't do that in 3 months. To keep myself from not being discouraged and to keep myself on track with the saving, breaking it down into little achievable goals of $1,500 per month is way easier than thinking of this big giant number in my head. To achieve most of my goals, what I actually like to do is break them down into monthly, weekly, and daily tasks. I'm a firm believer that the universe and your whatever you're manifesting or your goals or whatever, they don't work if you don't work. So what I like to do is think about my goal. Let's go back to the money. I'll think about my goal. I want to make $15,000. Let's say I have to make it in 10 months. That is $1,500 a month. So that is my big monthly goal. Now, let's say that I pick up a babysitting job or a lawn mowing job or something like that where I earn an extra $100 a week. From there, what I can do is, okay, weekly, this is what I can work on towards my goal. And then from there, what I like to do is break it down. So what can I do daily to make sure I hit the goal? Is that selling one piece of clothing on Poshmark per day? Is that picking up a little side gig that I could do every day? Is that pitching brands to partner with me every single day? Breaking down your big goals into little goals, into little goals, into little baby tiny goals, so they're way more achievable. Something else I love to practice when it comes to goals is vision boards, manifestation, and all of that kind of stuff. Recently, what I've been doing, because I feel like I'm a very digital person, as much as I love the actual physical, I feel like most of the time my eyes are drawn on digital because I do work in marketing, I am on social media, so I literally stare at my phone all day. So what I did this year that I've done differently from all of the other years is actually create my vision board or my goals for the year on my phone. So for that, literally all I did is go into Photoshop. You can use any photo editing tool that you like. I used Canva before I got into Photoshop. All I do is I went into Photoshop and I thought about all of the things that I would like to hit this year. If you can see things like hitting 1 million followers on TikTok, and there's a Tesla in there, and that's because those are my big manifestation life goals. Those are goals that may not happen in this year, but could potentially happen next year or 5 years from now. And those are things that I like to see on my vision board to remind myself daily that that is something that I'm striving towards. Something else that you can see on here is my 120K money bag. That is something that I'm working towards for an income goal, as well as things like the 30K, which is the full amount of rent for an apartment in Los Angeles. And then you can see on the top corner that that is a photo of a potential dream apartment that I've seen in Los Angeles. So what I do after that is export it into my phone so I can make it my background. Now what I do is I make it my lock screen and my home screens. So whether I'm looking at the time or I'm scrolling through my apps looking for something, I'm constantly getting reminded of my goals and everything that I'm working towards. I think this is like a really good exercise for your brain to subconsciously pick up on the fact that you are always working towards your goals. However, like I said, I am also a very tactile kind of person, so I will also be making a physical vision board with all of those things also included on it and hanging it right next to my bed, so every day when I wake up I can see my goals in front of me and they can hopefully manifest into my life sooner rather than later. That's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. I post videos every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I would love to see you in the next one. Bye guys!